Hello again, second graders. I'm going to go over our next Social Studies Weekly magazine and just give you a few hints and tips and get you started on what I want and expect from you. So let me share my screen here. And we can see this. I'm going to put myself off to the side. So this one is all about memorials and monuments. So last week on Friday, we did patriotic symbols. So this one kind of goes with that because it just talks about some more things that represent our country and things that we recognize as Americans. So some memorials and monuments. So national memorials are symbols of our nation. It says that down here. And we see a picture of one here. This is the Korean War Veterans Memorial. So, and there's a lot of memorial gardens and statues and just places to visit and remember history in times of the past. There's a September 11th memorial, there's a Vietnam War memorial, there's a lot of war memorials and cemeteries even that represent and help us to remember the people who helped make our country free. And then also some important people in history also. So if we look back over here, we see the Washington Monument. Okay, Washington, of course, George Washington was our first president, and he did a lot to help make America a free country. And he was a general in the war, and a lot of people know him. He's one of the most well-known presidents just because he's the first president. Okay, so there's a whole monument dedicated to him in Washington, D.C. And then, of course, the White House is a monument per se. It's where the president lives and where a lot of government business has gone on throughout the years. Here's the seal of the President of the United States. That would be a symbol or a not really a monument or memorial, but it's more or less a symbol that recognizes the president. Down here we have the Lincoln Memorial, and President Lincoln was the president that helped end slavery and made slavery illegal, so he's well known for that. He was also very tall and wore a very tall hat. So the Lincoln Memorial is in Washington, D.C. also, and here's a picture of Abe Lincoln, or not a picture, a statue. Here's a picture of the statue of Abraham Lincoln. And then on the back page, Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore is in South Dakota, and it is a sculpture that was carved into the side of a mountain that represents 4 important men and leaders in history: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt. They were all U.S. presidents and very important men of our past. So what this activity is, so after you read more about everybody, I want you to read more about everybody so you get to know them. And then on the activity, it says to draw a picture of your favorite national symbol in the box. Then write a short paragraph about why it is your favorite. Explain why this symbol represents America or unites us as a country. Now listen, you do not, and I honestly don't expect you to choose one of these because these are more or less monuments and memorials. They want you to think back to some of those symbols we talked about. So you could look back at the last magazine we did, and let me grab that so I remind you of some of those symbols. We, of course, have the bald eagle, the Capitol building, the flag, Statue of Liberty, Uncle Sam, Liberty Bell, and there's more. I mean, you might think of more of a symbol that you really like, your favorite national symbol, okay? So you can think of something that's really cool in your eyes or really symbolic of America, something you think of when you think America. So you're going to draw and color a picture. So I'm going to write that note here. Draw and color neatly your symbol. And then it says, write a short paragraph about why it's your favorite. Explain. So I would say, obviously, sentence, intro, introduce your subject in the first line. Like, my favorite national symbol is blank, okay? And then in 2 to 4 sentences, explain why with details. Don't just say, I think the Liberty Bell is a great national symbol because it is brown, or because it is cool, or I really like that crack. That's okay, but I need some more details. Don't just say it's cool, and only pick one, okay? Pick one, write about one in 3 or 4 sentences, okay? And then don't forget, we do have a secret code word again today. And our code word that I want you to write next to your name is going to be stuffing. Stuffing, because my favorite part of Thanksgiving meal is the stuffing. Yum, yum, yum. So that'll be your secret word. If you have this on your paper, you will receive an extra crystal when we get back to school. Okay. I hope that helped, and happy reading and happy learning. I will see you guys soon.